very much. Thank you. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another series of 3, 2, 1. Yes, we're here with a new series in a new year. And if you think I'm going to try and do 1981 on my fingers, you can forget that for a start. But it's nice to be back. We're with you, in fact, for 14 weeks, folks, yes. And you must know by now my favourite figures are 3, 2, 1. We've got for you some familiar figures, our residents, some figures of fun, our guests, and, of course, the people who've got to figure it all out, our contestants. Now, they can win great prizes, of course. You must remember that, from figurines to things worth over 4 figures. But I want you to meet 3 people with delightful figures, our new hostesses.
This is Libby, this is Alison, and that's Fiona.
Thank you. From our hostesses to the delectable and the receptacle. That's Karen Palmer and Dusty Ben. Indeed, Dusty, of course, is dressed like that, ladies and gentlemen, because the theme of the show this week is the Old West. The Old West, when Dallas was no more than a village. When JR meant jailing Redskins. I mean, the Old West, you know, when the ranges were roamed by the longhorn steer. I always think a longhorn steer is a bit like a party political broadcast. 1 point here, 1 point there, and a lot of bull in between. Right. Theme of our show is the Old West, ladies and gentlemen. The country might be going west, but tonight we're going as well.
Hold on there, partner. Nobody sleeps while I'm on.
Well, nobody could sleep while you're on, Mike. No. What do you do?
Listen here, hombre, a man's got to do what a man's got to do.
Well, you should have thought of that before you came on.
I've got this terrible cough. Is there a doctor in the house?
Yeah!
Who wants him? What's your name, friend?
Doc Holliday, who are you?
My name's Tex.
Tex, you must be from Texas.
No, I'm from Louisiana. Who wants to be called Louise?
Hey, listen, you guys, look, if you want to fight, why don't you just take 20 paces that way?
That way?
And you go 20 paces that way?
20 paces.
That's it, that's got rid of them. You'll remember, of course, Chris, Emmett, Mike Newman, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, you'll be seeing them a bit later on, but right now, would you please say hello, as always on 3, 2, 1, to the most important people here, our contestants.
From Colwyn Bay and Bridgend, we've got Gareth Jones and Vicky Edmonds. And from Bangor, County Down, we've got Sandra and Philip Hutton. From Formby, Merseyside, please welcome Gerard Bird and Jan Murphy.
Thank you. Well, as always, ladies and gentlemen, on 3, 2, 1, of course, we do start with our quiz. Now, remember, we always have 2 rounds of questioning. In the first round, our contestants play for £10 for each correct answer, which means if they scored a maximum of 10 at the end of the first round, they'd have £100. 10 at the end of the second, of course, would make sure they got 1,000. But whatever the amount is at the end of the first round, that's what they play for each correct answer in the second. Now, at the end of the quiz, the couple with the lowest amount of money leaves us at that point. The remaining 2 couples then play our brand new elimination game, which you'll be seeing in part 2 of the program, which will leave 1 couple to go through where all the big prizes are to be won. So without any further ado, let's meet our first couple tonight. And we've got Gerard and Jan here. Oops, I've dropped your documents. Now, where are you from? Which part are you from?
We're from Formby and Merseyside.
Formby, Merseyside. I see, Jan. Lovely. And what do you do for a living? Or don't you bother to work anymore?
Oh, yes, I have to. I'm manageress of a travel agency.
Really? Oh, do you do many of these marvellous trips that everybody does?
Oh, yes. Well, we book a lot of trips, but we don't get the chance to go on them.
Oh, I see. Have you been to any at all?
I've been to the usual tourist spots, but not anywhere far afield.
And what's the usual tourist spots?
Around Spain and Italy and Austria.
Oh, the usual tourist spots. You know, we're in Barnsley, we think we're having a great weekend, you know what I mean? But that's nice. And Gerald, of course, I see here you're a chartered quantity surveyor. Yep. And you like football too. Who's your team?
Everton.
Everton, ah. We always get a Liverpool supporter tonight and Everton.
There are still some of us.
There are still some, you're doing very well. What do you think then, Gerald, about all this soccer violence that goes on? I mean, what do you really think about that?
Oh, obviously it's disgraceful and very frightening when you're away.
Were you upset like I was with the England supporters in Rome at the championships there? I mean, the way they ruined Rome. They even improved on the Colosseum. But they weren't as bad as the Italians running around pinching the ice creams off the tourists on the canals. Weren't they? But let's have your first round questions. And here we've got Libby Roberts, ladies and gentlemen. Libby. Yes.
So this is my round 321.
Yes,
and
this
you're the
is-
famous Ted Rogers.
The famous, well, I wouldn't say that, Libby.
Well, neither would I, but it's written up over there.
Don't tell everybody, for goodness sake. Would you like to select your first round questions, please? There we are. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, Libby. Now, of course, in the first round, you know you play for £10 for each correct answer. There are only two ways they can be stopped. That's if you give a wrong answer, in fact, if you make a mistake, or if, in fact, you run out of time. Now, if you do make a mistake, we have to stop you there. We can't continue. That's the end of that round for you, all right? But we also like you to answer alternately, and, of course, it's always ladies first. And if you do not know an answer, just say don't know. And, of course, I'll go on to your partner with the next question, because if you don't know, believe me, it's best to get it out of the way, try and build up your money, all right? We do let you have one to start with, by the way. This question is about singers in the world of pop music and their backing groups. We will give you the singer. We want you to give us the group most often associated with that group. All right? Fine. We'll let you have one to start with Paul McCartney and Wings, so we start you with Paul McCartney and...
Wings.
Bob Marley and the...
Wailers.
Jerry and the...
Pacemakers.
Gladys Knight and the...
Pips.
Bill Haley and his...
Comets.
Cliff Richard and the...
Shadows.
Brian Poole and the...
Tremolos.
Freddie and the...
Dreamers.
Kenny Ball and his...
Jazzman.
Shane Fenton and the...
Phantoms.
Right, you've got a maximum. First round. Very good. Lovely. Maximum. First round, that means they're playing for £100 each correct answer next time. Well done. That's nice. Okay. Now, here we've got Gareth and Vicky. Gareth Jones and Vicky Edmonds, and your brother and sister.
That's right, yeah.
Yes. Now, you come from Wales, but different parts. I see here that with Vicky, you live in Bridgend.
Bridgend, South Wales. Yeah.
Bridgend. That's the only Welsh name I can say. I see. And what, you're a housewife now,
I'm a
yes?
housewife.
And a mother, too?
Yes, two children, yes, a girl and a boy.
And how old are they?
Corrie is 2 and Richard is 5 months.
Will they be looking tonight? The 5-month-old, he won't be, will he?
No, I should.
Well, give him a wave anyway. You never know your luck. That's it. Lovely. I see. But what did you do before, in fact, you started to become a full-time mother?
A police auxiliary.
Police auxiliary? Really? What sort of work did you do in that area?
I answered 999s, etc. You know, things.
999 calls?
Yeah.
I bet you got a few good ones there, didn't
I had
you?
a few very good ones there. Like I had a man ring me up reporting sheep loose on the A48.
Sheep on the
And
A40?
he wouldn't give me his name, and when I finally got it out of him, he said his name was Mr. Wolf.
I believe it. Said it's true. Sheep on the motorway. They couldn't do a U-turn, could they? That's for sure. One good thing to cure sheep on the motorway, put them into the motorway cafe. That cures anybody, I'll tell you that. Now, Gareth, you're from which part of Wales?
From Colwyn Bay, North Wales.
Colwyn is North Wales, of course it is. That's right. And what sort of hobbies do you have?
Hobbies, well, I've got, well, I'm a rugby supporter.
Of course.
And I make little quaint matchstick churches, actually.
Really?
Yeah, they're about 2 inches tall. I put a lot of detail into them. And I joint
I'm
the
sure you do.
corners and-
People that do that kind of thing are very well into detail. You have to be to make things that small. I think it's and I love that part of North Wales. I go there most often, most summers, in fact. I was there a few weeks ago. I was at my Welsh holiday home. I know what you're going to say, but I get on with my Welsh neighbours like a house on fire. Okay, let's get on with the questions. And now with the questions, we've got Fiona Curzon, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Now, there it is, you see? Now, Fiona, I must say, I've always had a thing about long blonde hair.
I think that suits you rather better, Ted.
You mean the Grecian? Okay, we won't go into that. Would you like to select your questions? Of course, that means that envelope will be our third couple's questions. Okay. Now, good luck to you. You know you've got a maximum to beat. But don't get nervous. Here we go, if I can get my pen out here. Same thing, we will let you have one to start with. £10 each correct answer. Don't know an answer, say don't know. We go on to the next question. This is about pairs of names in the world of entertainment which are inseparable. We will give you the first, and we want you to give us the second. Now, we'll let you have one to start with. Morecambe and Wise, so it's Morecambe and...
Wise.
Starsky and...
Hutch.
Gilbert and
Sullivan.
Flanagan and
Don't know.
Laurel and
Hardy.
Peters and
Lee.
Simon and
Garfunkel.
Cannon and
Ball.
Nervo and
Don't know.
Flanders and...
Swan.
Right, at the end of that 10 there, I make that. You have just 2 wrong, so you should have £80. Still very good. So that's what, £80 next time. Each correct answer. And here we've got Sandra and we have Philip. You come from where? Ah, yes. You tell us where you're from.
Well, I'm from Bangor, Northern Ireland.
Bangor, Northern Ireland. And where are you from, Philip?
Originally from Belfast, but we both live in Bangor.
You're both in Bangor now.
Yeah.
Is that the Bangor where... Is that the same Bangor? Or is that the Welsh?
Not quite, that's the Welsh
That's the
one.
Welsh one. All right, I see. Nice to have the two of you here. Now, what's your job, Philip? What do you do?
I'm a secondary school teacher in a boys' school in Belfast.
Really?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So, what are you doing when you're not marking your homework? What's your sort of hobbies?
Well, I'm interested in music, photography, and doing competitions like, you know, spot the ball, things like that.
Really?
Yes.
I can never figure those spot the ball things. Mine's always in the crowd somewhere. When always. Never mind. It's nice to have you two here, Sandra. And you also, what? You are primary school teacher, is that right?
Yes, that's right. I teach infants.
And what sort of interest do you have other than that? I know it's a full-time job.
All the usual things like knitting, gardening, art.
Art?
Just things like that.
It says here cooking as well. Do you like cooking much, or do you like to keep that well away from everything else?
Well, I keep it well away, I think.
Because you haven't eaten here at the Yorkshire Canteen, have you?
No.
Which is great stuff, you know, because the cook made an apple turnover today. She supplied the apple, my stomach did the rest. You should have tried that. Oh, you've eaten there, have you? Good. Okay. Let's have the questions, please. This time we have Alison, ladies and gentlemen. Alison, I can't quite get this last name of yours. It's quite a name. Alison.
I'm Alison Temple Savage.
Temple Savage. It's like a primitive religion, that, isn't it? I'm sorry about that, Alison.
Oh, don't worry, Edward. Everyone makes jokes about my name since I changed it.
You changed it? Well, what was your name before you changed it, Alison?
Wonderland.
I believe that, yes. Okay, there's their question.
That's for you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Alison. Right, so far you've got 100 to beat a maximum and 80, but we want good luck to the two of you. Don't forget you'll have one to start. Don't know an answer, carry on. This question is about quizzes and game shows seen regularly on television. We will give you the name of the show. We want you to give us the compare. Now, we'll start you with Sale of the Century and Nicholas Parsons. So, Sale of the Century and...
Nicholas Parsons.
Mr. and Mrs.
Derek Beatty.
Give us a clue.
Don't know.
Blankety blank.
That's Terry Wogan.
Play your cards right.
Bruce Forsyth.
Ask the family.
Robert Robinson.
The Krypton Factor.
Don't know.
Family Fortunes.
Bob Monkhouse.
University Challenge.
Don't know.
We're out of time there. We got 9 questions, but in fact I've got just 2 don't knows. The University Challenge was Bamber Gascoigne, and give us a clue, in fact, was Michael Aspel. So therefore, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be £60, and it is. £60 you've got. Well done. So, at the end of the first round, ladies and gentlemen, we have couple number 3 here on £60. Couple number 2 are on 80, but in the lead at the moment, Jan and Gerard right there, £100. Okay. The second round questions from Libby. Would you like to select them, please, Gerard and Jan? Thanks a lot, Libby. Right. Good luck to you once again. As I said to you, I keep impressing this upon you. If you don't know, carry on. You can build up the score. This question is about films which center on a sport or a physical activity. We will give you the name of the film. We want you to tell us the sport which is central to that film. Now, we'll start with Grand Prix. That's about motor racing. So Grand Prix is about...
Motor racing.
Rocky was about...
Boxer.
National Velvet is about...
Horse racing.
Silver Dream Racer is about...
Motorcycle racing.
Swallows and Amazons.
Don't know.
You don't know. They shoot horses, don't they?
Don't know.
Breaking Away.
Don't know.
International Velvet.
Show jumping.
The Red Shoes.
Don't know.
Downhill Racer.
Skiing.
Right, that's it. Okay, so therefore there were just 1, 2, 3 you didn't know. Swallows and Amazons was about sailing. They shoot horses, don't they? It was about dance marathons. Breaking away was about cycling. Sorry, one more. The red shoes you didn't know. That was about ballet dancing. So there it is. You've got £600. All right. Thank you, Fiona. Okay, Gareth and Vicky, if you'd like to select your second round questions, you're choosing them. Thank you very much. You're going for £80 for each correct answer. Now then, who's going through to part 2 tonight with the chance to take home a great prize? This question is about films which are set in one particular city. We will give you the name of the film. We want you to give us the city where most of its action takes place. Okay. Do you understand that? Yes. Right. One will start you with My Fair Lady. Of course, most takes place in London, so it's My Fair Lady and...
London.
The Third Man.
I don't know.
French Connection 2.
I don't know.
Puppet on a Chain.
I don't know.
Cabaret.
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
London.
Wrong, I'm afraid. Sorry, Gareth. In fact, that was New York. Breakfast at Tiffany's did take place in New York. The ones you didn't know was Cabaret was in Berlin. Puppet on a Chain was Amsterdam. French Connection 2 was Marseille. The Third Man was, in fact, Vienna. So we've only got the one we started you with. In fact, you still only have £80.
Oh, is that right?
Never mind, you got £80. Okay, it's the last round for Philip and Sandra. Thanks a lot, Alison. And you are playing for £60 for each correct answer. Now, just one question right takes you into part 2. This question is about film titles which contain a number. Film titles which contain a number. We want you to tell us the number in each case. Now, it was 55 days in Peking, so that's what we'll start you with. How many days in Peking?
55.
How many Dalmatians?
101.
How many flew over the cuckoo's nest?
1.
How many leagues under the sea?
40,000.
Sorry, you were wrong there. In fact, it was just 20,000. So therefore, you've got 3 correct answers. So 3 6s are 18, should be £180 you have. Yeah. So, at the end of our quiz, ladies and gentlemen, we have Vicky and Gareth on £80. We've got Philip and Sandra on £180. But the winners of the quiz, first of our new series, we've got Jan and Gerard on £600. So, unfortunately, Gareth and Vicky, we do have to say goodbye to you right now, but not before we do give you the £80, and there it is.
Okay.
All in brand new fibres. Oh, she's giving it to him. There you are. Well, it's brother and sister, isn't it? Yes, you've got to split that down the middle. How you're going to split down the middle that ceramic dusty bin, I don't know, because they're like gold dust to get a hold of. You know that. But it's been lovely having you with us.
Lovely to be with you.
Thank you for coming. Love to everybody in Wales. Thank you. Well, there you are. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back after the break with our brand new elimination game. See you on 3, 2, 1. A couple of minutes. Don't go far away. Thank you. Well, welcome, part 2, ladies and gentlemen, our brand new elimination game, and here it is, folks. It's the 3, 2, 1 video game. Right, now then, the object is our couples have got to score as many points as they can, and naturally the couple with the highest total will go through with the chance to win one of our big prizes tonight. Now, the game is quite simple, really. If you look at the screen, the contestants, they have a bat, and it's controlled from left to right. You see that? By this control stick here. Now, the object is you have to hit the ball against the wall at the top of the screen. Now, I've done this just once in rehearsal. If you can manage to get the ball through the wall, believe me, it knocks the wall down in record time. Now, if you're doing, you want to try and keep the game in play as much as you can, but if you do miss a ball, you must change places with your partner. In other words, you pass the control stick to your partner who continues playing. All right? Now then, who's going to play first out of you two? It's got to be Philip.
Yes.
Good luck to you, Philip, from Northern Ireland. And Gerard and Jan, who's going to play first out of you two?
I am.
Yes, the two fellas. Hey, taking no chances, are they? There you are. Thank you very much. Good luck to you all right here and now. Okay. I do sincerely hope you're going to do really, really good. Now, listen, one other thing. You have 1 minute. And when my voice is gone, I'm sorry. When the light starts to flash here, you'll find you've got just 10 seconds left. Right. Good luck. Here we go, then. 3, 2, 1. the first wall. Try and chip your way through if you can. You can swear if you want to, though. You can do that. Very polite. Philip just went, ah. We have 6, we've got 5, we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and that is it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Well, now. You didn't get through the wall there, did you, Philip? But you did pretty well, I must be fair. You've got a score of 26. Is that enough? Gerard and Jan here, they have 35. They are the winners. Gerard and Jan. Congratulations. All right. Not a bad night for you so far. You got £600 plus a chance to win one of our big prizes. We do, unfortunately, have to say goodbye, Sandra and Philip. But we've got the money you won in the quiz, Karen. What was it?
Which was £180.
£180. Of course, your ceramic dusty bin. There he is. Take care of him. Photograph taken of you. You know that during the show. A leather photo frame to put it on the mantelpiece. We hope so. And there, in fact, is a new video game, which we hope you'll play at home and get a little bit better than you did on this one tonight. But I still think you did well. Ladies and gentlemen, Sandra and Philip. Good, Philip. Bless you, Sandra. Bless you. Nice. Take care. And please give our love to everybody in Northern Ireland. I was over there earlier on this year. I had a terrific time. Lovely to have you with us. Take care on the way back. And again, good luck to you, Gerard and Jan. A score of 35 got you through there with a chance to win one of our big prizes. Now, you know, at this point each week, well, we do have the 5 sketches for you to look at. We have 5 prizes as well. 4 terrific ones, 1 booby dusty bin. You know, if you win him, you take home a brand new dustbin. That's all you get. After our first sketch, you'll be joining me at my table, but let's get on with the theme of the Old West and have our first sketch. You know, the local saloon was the place. None was more famous when you think about those saloons than Diamond Lil's Golden Nugget.
Stop! And now, ladies and gentlemen, the entertainment center of the West, Diamond Lil Saloon, presents another feast of fast and furious entertainment.
Ladies and gentlemen, Diamond Lil.
Hello there.
Okay, girls, cut it. Diamond Lil never does a show with this number of people.
I don't know how you make a living out of this place, Lil.
Haven't you heard? There's gold in them there hills.
Fool's gold, I'll bet.
How you keeping, boy?
I don't keep boys, I keep pigs.
Must be nice getting paid for just being with your own kind. Okay, Pete, you know the house rules. If you can't afford the goods, don't muck 'em about.
Pony Express.
That'll do nicely, sir.
Come on,
you go.
Hey, Lil, have you heard the news?
Miss Lil, you know who's in town?
Terrible. There's gonna be shooting and looting and fighting and drinking all night.
Why, is the Labor Party conference in town?
No, Ma. It's a Sundance Kid.
Sundance? Why, I hope he doesn't meet up with the Stardust kid who's standing over there.
Seems like you're not too particular who you're letting in these days, Lil. Has anybody ever told you you look like you're Mae West?
No.
He was talking to me. Oh. And nobody ever told me I looked like I may do anything.
Quit stalling, Stardust. We both know what we're here for, don't we?
Okay, I guess it's about time I showed you who's the fastest.
Hey, now, wait a minute, boys. I don't want any shooting around here. A stray bullet might hit one of the woodworm, and as they're holding hands, it's the only thing that's holding this place together.
Okay, Will. We'll just draw and reholster. No shooting.
Okay.
Okay with you, glitter dust?
That's a dirty word. But I never did want to kill you anyway. I just wanted to see you dance.
Who's the fastest? I got a sure way to find out.
What's that?
Come up and see me sometime.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Dors. Di, it's lovely to see you once again, as usual.
It's lovely to be here.
And you look terrific. I must say, I'm mad about that necklace.
Oh, well, these are just my summer diamonds.
Summer diamonds?
Summer diamonds, summer not, you know.
Oh, sure. It's lovely to see you there, Di. Now, listen, here's Gerard and Jan. Of course, they come from Merseyside.
Oh, great.
Formby, in fact. They're lucky already. They've won £600, would you believe? Yes, indeed. So you've got a clue for them, I hope.
Right. I'm supposed to present you with that.
That, in fact, is their clue. That's Diamond Lou's visiting card.
Oh, that's Diamond Lil's visiting card. I don't know quite what it means, but there we are. I don't know who you're supposed to visit. Right. Can I read the rhyme now?
If you would, please.
Don't rush in. You could go bust. But your prospects are bright if you don't bite the dust.
Now, does that mean anything, Gerard? Jam?
Could be something to do with gold.
With gold?
Gold, prospecting.
Oh, that's all you need after 600 quid, just a bit of gold, right? Well, it's not bad, is it, to start off with? Ladies and gentlemen, would you say thank you to the lovely Dors? Thanks, Dors. Good luck. Yeah. Beautiful. Lovely. A really lovely lady. Well, there you have it. You know what happens on 3, 2, 1. At the end of each of our sketches, one of the characters come in like Di did there. They leave you a clue, which could be a reminder of the sketch. There you got the visiting card. She's read you the rhyme. That will definitely be a clue there. Now, when we have 3 on the table, I'll ask you to reject 1. When you've rejected 4 in all, of course, the 1 remaining will determine the prize that you take home with you this evening. Now then, let's have our second sketch. You know, the thing with the old Wild West, we wanted a couple of real Western country characters. Instead, we got a couple of West Country characters. They're not from Santa Fe, but from Swindon way, so sit back and enjoy the fine fiddling and fooling of Dave and Amos.
Get out of here. Stay out.
Look at me. Look at me. I'm covered in dust.
Great fat Burke.
What?
We're going to look for work. Work. Punching cows and all.
Punch a few cows.
Is he gone?
Put the hat down. We'll do it in the street.
We should get run in for that, you know.
Now, don't worry about it. Look, tell you what we do. Straight into the Swanee River, run into Swan Lake, finish up on the banks of the Wabash.
Well, look, get me on the banks a bit quick, because I can't swim.
Get back. You're a backing group. Get back. Or you'll be tasting rosin. But don't worry, because now what I'll do, I'll then go into my own arrangement of the wonderful Song of India. Picture the scene. A summer night in old Calcutta.
Calcutta.
One single throbbing violin, mine, is. And the natives, as they wash their bullocks in the Ganges.
As they what?
As they wash their bullocks in the Ganges.
Oh, Ganges.
Right.
Look out. What? It's the sheriff.
Sheriff! Collecting for the sheriff. Collecting for the sheriff. Worthy cause. Support your local sheriff. I am my friends.
Classic. There we are. Dave and Amos. Now who's Dave?
He is.
All right, I better rephrase that. Who's Amos?
The other one.
Do you know, Gerard, I knew I was going to have problems with these two earlier on today. Yeah. I asked them if they were two brothers. They said they were triplets and then showed me a photo of when they were 3. What chance is that? Now, listen, fellas, great to have you with us. Have you got a clue for Gerard and Jan?
Got a clue?
He certainly has. A tuning fork. That's the clue. A tuning fork is the clue. Thank you very much indeed. And what about a rhyme? You must have a rhyme.
Got a rhyme here. We thought we'd do well after search for the star, but at Yorkshire we've just been ejected. So do the reverse of that done to us, and accepts our advice or reject it.
Now then, any idea what that could be?
Something that produces sound, record player, radio.
Oh, I see. Gold, first one, record player.
Yeah.
Doing all right.
There's a spin in it, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave and Amos, thanks very much. Thank you. Well, right or wrong, Gerard and Jan, I'm glad you're at least thinking about it. You've got ideas what you think it might be, so that's nice. Sometimes people say, I've no idea, but at least you've got some idea. Let's go down right now and have our third sketch. After that, I'm going to ask you to reject one. Remember that. Right, you know, in the Old West, a stranger in town meant trouble, and folks knew it wouldn't be long before there'd be that confrontation in the main street. But behind the scenes, there was always an anxious woman fussing over her man.
Now, what's all the doggone hurry, Calamity? I'm over here, honey.
Bill,
What's the matter?
it's you, Bill. You're in great danger.
Don't you go worrying your pretty little head about me, Calamity Jane.
I just heard there's a man in the town looking for you. Oh, be careful, Bill.
Why, Calamity, I do believe you worried about me.
Hey, Bill, this is serious. I heard this man's in town already.
Okay, Calamity. I'm ready. Do you hear me, stranger? I'm ready for you.
I'm ready for you because tonight, Wild Bill Hickok, one-time gunslinger, bank robber, dilettante, man about town, one-time buffalo hunter tonight. This is your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vince Eager. Good to see you, Vince.
Nice to be with you, Ted.
Taller than ever in the shoes and the hat. A real big gentleman. Oh, my goodness, it's nice to see you. Now, listen, you've been busy too, of course.
Yes.
Been all over the country. What have you been doing?
I've been doing the Elvis musical for, well, 6 months, 7 months.
6 months. It's a long run because a smash hit show, that.
Super show.
Yeah?
Super show. Love to do it.
Now, what's going to be the clue then for Gerard and Jan?
Well, first of all, we have the book.
Uh-huh. The book is the clue.
This is your life.
Right.
Okay.
Fair enough. And you have a rhyme too?
We have. This book is bound to give a clue to what you're going home in. So I think we'll leave it up to you, for I have done my roaming.
Ah, he got the last word. Yes. So what do you think? Any idea yet?
We're going home by train.
Somebody said something there. What was that?
I think it's...
Oh, car. Oh, gold. What else? Stereos in car. Great. We're giving it away in one go this week. But ladies and gentlemen, would you say a big thank you, please, to Vince Eager. Thank you. Lovely. Right. So now I could read one of these two again. The tuning fork, was, of course, was brought in by Dave and Amos. And, of course, Dors brought in the visitor's card. What would you like to hear?
Tuning fork.
Tuning fork.
Tuning fork?
Fork, please.
Oh, unanimous on that. Okay. Yes, Dave and Amos said, we thought we'd do well after search for a star. But at Yorkshire, we've just been ejected. So do the reverse of that done to us and accept our advice or reject it. So.
We thought we'd do well, and they didn't. So we won't do well, so we'll reject that.
Oh. Well, don't tell them they didn't do well. I thought they did pretty well. Are you sure about that? You want to reject this one?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Gerard paused a moment there. What do you
Yes.
think, Gerard?
Reject that one.
Definitely.
Yes.
All right, then they're going to reject. They're rejecting the stereo. Okay. The stereo. All right. So let's see what Dave and Amos left you. What you're rejecting of theirs. They said, if I can get it out of the envelope, it said, "We thought we'd do well after search for a star, but at Yorkshire we've just been ejected." Well, from where had they been ejected? They were ejected from the saloon. So do the reverse of that done to us. What's the reverse of being put out of a saloon, being put in one, and we would have put you in one of these 3 saloons? Look, the car. So, Gerald and Jan, just come over here. Oh, dear. What a shame. What a shame. One of these 3 saloons. Would you switch off, please? Oh, dear. There you go. The star prize straight away. Just standing right there. You would have had the choice, if you'd have won this prize, of taking home whichever car you wanted. We've got the Sunbeam, we've got the Escort, and, of course, we've got the Mini Metro. And you said you had an old banger, didn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. What a shame.
Don't mind.
Isn't that the way it goes? Ladies and gentlemen, our first prize on the new series, getting rid of the car straight away, 1 out of 3. Never mind, we've still got the bin. That's what you've got to keep looking for. We'll see you after the break on 3, 2, 1. Don't go far, folks, will you? Thank you. Welcome to part 3, ladies and gentlemen, where our remaining couple, Gerard and Jan from Formby in Lancashire, have just in fact rejected tonight's star prize, the car. They had a choice of 3 had they won. However, we're going to go on and have one more sketch. With the theme of the Old West, in those days, you know, there was a saying that a man who lives by the gun dies by the gun. But this didn't stop those trigger-happy cowboys who were always on the lookout for another victim.
You know who that is?
Must be someone important. He's brought his own hockey.
I knew that walk anywhere. I've seen it before.
Dodge City? The Alamo? Tucson?
Sciatica. What brung you here?
I'm looking for a man.
Who?
Is Jesse James in town?
Sure is. He held up the bank and shot 2 men last night.
Is Billy the Kid in town?
Oh, sure is. He shot the sheriff and 2 deputies this morning.
Is Doc Holliday in town?
No.
I'm a-looking for Doc Holliday.
You just found him, mister. Oh, boy. You scared of the great Doc Holliday?
Nope. I knew your brother, August Bank. So, you're the great Doc.
I never met better.
Then go for your gun, Doc.
My gun's always ready, kid. This gun was given to me by Wyatt. Granted. It's been part of my hand for the last 15 years. I can never find the goddamn holster. That's all. I'm warning you, boy. I never miss, and I never come second. So why not go home and save the coffin for some guy who needs it?
I've traveled 400 miles to meet the great Doc Holliday.
So I don't make house calls. You want to see me privately?
Nope.
Right. Chuck, look after this.
Hey, What you doing with that gun?
You don't get that if you're national health.
You ain't aiming to face up to me with that weapon.
You draw when you're ready, boy.
And all there is to know about guns, Doc.
It's the old story, boy. It's not what you know, it's who you know. Thanks, Charlie.
Yep. There he is. Hey. Oh, yes.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Lovely to have you with us.
It's lovely to be with you.
And what's going to be the clue for Gerard and Jan?
Well, it's the gun.
Of course.
Okay.
That is the clue. And the rhyme says?
The rhyme.
Shoot it.
Now, listen very carefully. I'll put an end to all your cares. The prize is what the sheriff wears.
Now then, what do you reckon? You've got rid of the car, so listen, we've got to think about this one. But will you say thank you, please, to Lionel Blair? Lionel, thank you. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cheers, Lionel. Yes, you, mate. Thank you. Well, now, there's a few rumblings going through the audience. What do you think that one was? Oh, do you? Oh, really? Okay, well, that's what he thinks anyway. You can hear again Dors' visiting card or, of course, the book brought in by Vince Eager. What would you like to hear?
The visiting card.
The visiting card from Dors? Di says, don't rush in, you could go bust. But your prospects are bright if you don't bite the dust. So, one has to go right now.
The gun.
You think the gun?
Yeah, I think the sheriff was
Tin.
Tin badge.
Yeah.
Tin bin.
Tin badge, tin bin.
Tin bin.
Tin bin.
Tin badge, tin bin. Never mind a plastic bin. Tin badge, tin bin.
Yes.
Yes.
The gun, please.
The gun.
You reckon?
Reject it.
Absolutely unanimous?
Quick, before we change our minds.
All right, I'll do that. Well, that's what he thought back there. Lionel's just said, I'll put an end to all your cares. The price is what the sheriff wears. The prize is what the sheriff wears. Put an end to all your cares. Well, don't worry, as you said, we weren't going to shoot you. The prize is, in fact, what the sheriff wears. Yes, because, Gerard, you were absolutely right. You have rejected Dusty Bear. There he is. Nice. Yes. Don't say it, Jan. You're going to say, isn't he lovely? I wish I hadn't rejected him. Well, he is the only tin star on our show, and you certainly worked that out. So Dusty's been rejected. Thanks a lot, Alison. Away he goes. Right. Okay. All right, disappointment after getting rid of the car, but at least you got rid of the bin, so now at least we know you're going home with a good prize tonight. Let's have our final offering. You know, it was never all quiet on the old Western Front because the lawless were always at work. There were two main targets, the stagecoach and this one, the scene of our last sketch, the town bank.
Where's O'Reilly? I told him 3 o'clock. Shoot, I'll have to get these chimes fixed. God's save all here. The 7 saints of Pocahontas. The revolving Indian saints at Clonmacnoise. Hey, that picture, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I was in that, you know. Which one did you play? I'll give you 3 guesses. And the top of the milk for you, sir. Where have you been? You're only just in time. What? What? You mean the Range Rover's return is closing? No, the bank. And where are the getaway horses? They got away. And what are you doing dressed like that? You look like you're going to a fancy dress ball. And what's this around your neck, your lunch? No, it says in me cowboy book, always wear a banana around your neck. That's a bandana. And that ain't no 10-gallon hat. No, no, no. I only drink shorts. And where did you get that medal? See that medal? I got that at the frontier. I've got another one here at the back here. I suppose you did remember to bring a gun. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I have it here. It's my bent line special. You mean bunt line? No, bent line. It shoots around corners. You better take one of mine. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, put on your mask. Okay. Gun. Wait a minute. Hold it. Hold it. I'm holding. Oh, there you are.
There. Ah, wait a minute. Second thought, you look better with it off.
Oh, but listen, they'll be able to identify me.
With a face like that, nobody will believe him.
Ooh, cheeky. Okay, here we go. They're having chicken. Well, you've heard of the hole in the wall gang. This is the toad in the hole gang. Do you hear the bangers? Rather I danced. It worked. Listen, there's only one thing worrying me. Why do we have to go to all this trouble just to open a bank account?
Alvin. Good to have you with us, Alvin. Listen, what's going to be the clue for Jared and Jan?
It's an American silver dollar.
A silver dollar. That's the clue. Now, how about the rhyme then, Alvin?
The rhyme is, do I put that on there?
Yes, please.
Good. Half my name is not the prize, but it comes back COD. I have to make a getaway, so it's au revoir from me.
Can we have that rhyme?
You can.
Cheers. Thanks a lot, Alvin. Alvin Stardust, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Okay. Alvin's just read that. Again, I can read the book from Vince Eager brought that in. And, of course, once again, we've still got Dors visiting card. What do you want to hear again?
We'll get rid of the book.
Get rid of the book.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. And you think it's what?
Leather coats.
Leather coats.
Leather coats, you think it is. Getting rid of Vince Eager's book. He said, this book is bound to give a clue to what you're going home in, so I think we'll leave it up to you, for I have done my roaming. That's what Vince said. Okay, the book is bound to give a clue to what you're going home in. Well, what could you be going home in? Not the car, that's been rejected. So, in fact, the book did give you a clue. It could have been bound up in a clue. Right, what's a book usually bound in? Leather. Absolutely right. You could have been going in home in this fabulous leather worth leather clothes over £1,300. There you are. There's leather boots for the lady, leather shoes for the gentleman. There is a leather coat under those long leather coats, leather attaché case, a case for the lady. But it has been rejected, so we have to say goodbye to it. Thank you, folks. Would you like to take it away? Right. Well done. Good.
Right.
I think you'll agree, ladies and gentlemen, they've been a great couple. They've really worked these out well tonight. We have two left. We've got the silver dollar from Alvin, of course, and Dors visiting card. So what do you think? One has to go. I can read them both again. Dors said, don't rush in. You could go bust, but your prospects are bright if you don't bite the dust. Alvin said, half my name is not the prize, but it comes back COD. I have to make a getaway, so au revoir from me. That's what? Oh, is it? Oh, well, you can have it then. What are you going to reject? Any idea?
I'll leave it up to you.
He's passed it to you, Jan.
Well, I've got the bag. Got rid of the bin.
I would like to keep this one and reject the silver dollar.
All right, then, rejecting Alvin's silver dollar. Half my name is not the prize, but it comes back COD. I have to make a getaway, so it's au revoir from me. Half my name is not the prize. Well, the name, of course, was Stardust. Well, that didn't mean anything to do with Dusty Bin because he's gone, but it comes back COD. What comes back COD? Perhaps a mail order catalogue, but we're not likely to make you pay cash on delivery for your own prize. If COD comes back, it spells Doc, and the only Doc on the show tonight was Doc Holliday. Yes, we weren't going to send you for 2 weeks on the quayside at Liverpool. In fact, you rejected, you're right, a chance to make your getaway and say au revoir to your friends while you take a 2-week holiday to the land of the old Wild West. Just look at this. We were going to fly you to Los Angeles. You could have seen Hollywood, Sunset Strip. Then we were going to take you down to Las Vegas, maybe to spend a bit of your £600 winnings tonight. You would have then gone on to the Grand Canyon, 2 weeks in Tucson, Albuquerque. That wouldn't be bad, would it? And fly you all the way back home. Wouldn't have been a bad honeymoon, that, Gerard. Jan,
No,
what do you say?
fine.
But you have rejected it, so we're going to get back here to the table.
Right.
Oh, dear. Congratulations. Yeah. In fact, our audience, or most of them, were right. They said it was a holiday. This is what you're going to take home with you tonight. Came from Dors right at the beginning. Sketch number 1. Don't rush in, she said. You could go bust, but your prospects are bright if you don't bite the dust. Well, don't rush in. Was that a reference to fools rushing in, or perhaps a gold rush? You could go bust. Well, does that mean this is the booby prize? No, he's gone. Well, what about the name of Lil Saloon? There was a mention of gold in them there hills. Well, if you'd chosen this prize, and you have, your prospects are bright enough, because you wouldn't be biting to the dust, and you're not. Tonight, you have won gold nuggets. Look at these. Yeah. There it is. Yeah. Gold. Gold. There they are. Thanks, Felix. Look at that. Gold nuggets. Just feel those. Feel the weight. Feel the weight of those. Now, I tell you what would go with this prize. In fact, is going to go with this prize. Just have a look at this here. Gold, diamonds, and everything. Come down here. Now, in fact, you've got the nuggets because the nuggets can be made into any shape, form of kind of jewellery that you want. It's going to be up to you to make your own designs, go to the jewelers and sort it out. This, in fact, is made by Simon, a lovely guy. I think his name is Muris, M-U-R-I-S. He's a great guy. He does gold and jewellery for people in Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, Bel Air, the Middle East, London, Paris. Here it is. It's all there. That's there. Just take a look at those. They are absolutely beautiful. You're going to have those melted down, and you can have them made up into anything you want. And believe me, there is over £1,300 worth in the gold nuggets. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Well, that's it. Hold on to those. I think you'll agree, folks. Jan and Gerard, a great couple from Formby in Lancashire. They get married in April. They've got gold nuggets worth £1,300. What you do with them is entirely up to you. £600 from the quiz. We're going to look forward to you next week, ladies and gentlemen. 3, 2, 1. Have a marvellous week. Congratulations.